seize the day was only part of a sentence that Horace wrote. The second half of that sentence is often left off, and we do not hear it. The full sentence that he wrote was, seize the day, put very little trust in tomorrow. And I think that you need that to complete the sentiment of what he was saying. I think the second half of that sentence, put very little trust in tomorrow, which again, we often don't hear, is just as important as the first part, the seize the day part. The way I interpret that is, put very little trust in tomorrow. It doesn't mean don't have plans for the future, don't have plans for tomorrow, don't have things you're not planning on doing in the future. Not at all. It means if you're thinking of some action, there's an action you need to take, do it today, because if you don't trust in tomorrow, because you're probably not going to do it. It's human nature. You're not going to get it done. 95% of the time, 95% of the people won't do it tomorrow. They won't do it next week. Even though they say, well, I don't have time today. I don't really want to do it today. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it next week. No, they most likely won't. Put very little trust in tomorrow. If we take just a little bit of compound action every day, and by compound action, I mean regular action, whether it's every single day, whether it's 5 days a week, whether it's even 3 days a week. We're going to be able to look back in 3 years and 5 years, and we're going to be able to say to ourselves, this time I was given, this indifferent thing, which is time, and time is indifferent. It doesn't care if you spend it doing productive things. It doesn't care if you spend it doing creative and accretive things, accretive in the sense of an accretion, a building, a little bit of a building each day, so that when you look back on the time that you pass through, 3 years down the road, 1 year down the road, 3 years down the road, 5 years down the road, you will have built something. You will have created something. Perhaps you got better at music. You practice a little bit of music on your guitar every day, or your piano, or whatever you like to play, just a little bit. You learned a little bit of a song every day, watching a YouTube video. Perhaps it's going to the gym 3 days a week and increasing the weight just a little bit each week, so that at the end of 3 years, you are significantly stronger than you were 3 years prior. Perhaps it's writing a little bit each day towards your book, towards your blog, towards your whatever you're posting on social media. Perhaps it's making 1 video or 2 videos a week towards your YouTube channel. It's an accretive, creative, compounding thing. Do it today. Don't put any trust in tomorrow. Another famous Roman by the name of Seneca wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." Very true. I know I have looked back at vast swaths of my life, especially in my 20s, and realized, what if I had just done a little bit of real estate each year? What if once a year I had accumulated 1 new rental house, for example? Where would I be now that I'm decades older? I'm out of my 20s. What if I had 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 3 years ago, started a YouTube channel and just done 2 videos a week? Where would I be today? Well, today I've got just a very few amount of followers, and hopefully I can build over time, but I would be much beyond that. I would have more followers. I would have much more impressions on my output. Obviously, better late than never, but don't put any trust in tomorrow. Get started today. It's not about taking massive leaps. It's about small, deliberate steps that stack up over time, hence the compounding. Don't be that person that looks back again, however many years down the road it is, and says, why did I just spend all that time partying with my friends, going to nightclubs, drinking a lot of alcohol, staying up till 3 a.m, watching endless YouTube videos, scrolling endless TikTok, reading all the salacious stuff on X. Why did I spend all those years and years and years consuming content instead of creating content? And I almost hate to put it that way, creating content. Before the internet, people didn't say creating content, they just said creating, being artistic, writing a book, whatever it was, learning to play guitar, going to the gym, training, getting better. There's an old saying in jiu-jitsu, and I love it. It says, 10 years is going to pass anyway. You might as well become a black belt. And while I am not a practitioner of jiu-jitsu, you can apply that to anything. 10 years is going to pass anyway. Might as well build a successful business. 10 years is going to pass anyway. I might as well put $150 a month or 10% of my income away in a growth investment. 10 years is going to pass anyway. I might as well practice one scale a day on my guitar. 10 years is going to pass anyway. I might as well talk to one pretty girl a day while I'm out and about on my business. Maybe I'll find the perfect wife and start a great family if that's your goal. 10 years is going to pass anyway. I might as well fill in the blank. Just do something that's going to compound over time. And the key is it has to be the same thing day after day. In the same, you can't, I'm going to talk to a pretty girl one day, and then I'm going to go hit the gym tomorrow and lift a little bit of weights. Then I'm going to practice the guitar chords the next day. And then I'm going to do 5 different things the next 5 days. Sure, you can do multiple things and get better at multiple things over time, but make sure you're doing those same things. You may choose to go to the gym, write a book, and get better at your musical instrument. We'll do a little bit of those every week. That's compounding. It's however you mix it up. So the future is possible. That future is possible if you start now. It's best if you do choose one goal or skill to focus on, and you can break it into small daily tasks. A lot of barriers are, I don't have time. It won't make a difference. Well, it will make a difference. I'm here to tell you it will. You can iterate, you can change as you go, you can shift gears. Nothing is going to be perfect from the get-go. The primary thing is that you get started. I like the quote, stop preparing, start doing. Even if you're not completely prepared, just get started. You'll learn along the way, you'll iterate, you'll get better. I'm going to get better at these YouTube videos. I'm going to get better at other things I'm doing. You're the same way. Don't let another year slip by. We're coming to the close of 2024. The beginning of 2025 is right around the corner. Figure out those things that you want to do. Figure out those small steps, just very small steps, even if it's 15 minutes a day towards your goal. A mere 15 minutes a day, that will compound and build over time significantly. Get the new year started right. Best of luck.